The checkered bucket hat isn't a new concept, and I know that over the years you've seen so many different versions of the checkered bucket hat, but in this tutorial I'll be bringing you my own version of the checkered bucket hat, which I hope you're going to enjoy as much as I did. I made this version for an adult, and I also made another one for a baby 3 to 6 months. I think I'll be doing different tutorials for different sizes, but in this one I'll be bringing you the adult size version of the tutorial. After this, the next one will be this version for a baby, then I'll bring you the version for a toddler, for a child, and the medium size. Hi guys, welcome back to LaDenser Crochets. If you're new to the channel, you're welcome. My name is Liz, and like I've mentioned, I'm going to be showing you how to do this checkered bucket hat. Over the years, I've done so many hats, including the simple bucket hat right here. This one was the first bucket hat that I did, and I'm going to leave a link in the description box for this bucket hat. It's quite simple. The pattern is very simple and it's customizable into different sizes. Then we have the double-sided bucket hat. There's also a tutorial for this bucket hat right here on this channel, and there's going to be a link in the description box too. Then we did the ruffle hat, and there's also a tutorial for the ruffle hat on this channel. You can find all the tutorial links in the description box. I'll also attach the links for the smaller sizes for the checkered bucket hat once I'm done with them, so be sure to check them out and enjoy the tutorials. So grab your materials and let's get into the tutorial. I'm using butterfly chunky yarn. This yarn has a thickness of 0.3 centimeters, which is approximately 3 millimeters. I'll be using a 4 millimeter crochet hook, and then I'll need a darning needle, a pair of scissors, and a measuring tape. Here are the measurements that you need to work your bucket hat, starting from 0 to 3 months up to size large, which is an adult size. You need to get the measurement of the head circumference and the crown. Now, the crown is the part of the hat that we begin with, the part that lies flat on your head, this part over here. So this is a crown, and this is the most important measurement that you need in order to get the actual size of the hat that you're working. The head circumference is the measurement that you need to take from the head of the person that you're making, and then from the chart you can identify the size of the crown and the height that you need. I'll get my 2 strands of the yarn ready because I'm working with the 2 colors, and then I'll get one of the colors and start with a magic circle or a magic ring like this, and then I'll chain 2, and the chain 2 does not act as a stitch. Then after that I'll make the circle smaller, then yarn over, insert the hook into the ring and pull up a loop to get 3 loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2 to complete a double crochet. Then I'm going to go back into that ring with 2 more double crochets for a total of 3. So this is the second one. Then I'll go back and do a third one, but I'm not going to complete the third one. I'll yarn over, pull through 2 and stop there. Then I'm going to get my second color and complete the third double crochet with it. So just leave a short end over there and then complete the third double crochet like that. Then I'll work 3 more double crochets using that second color. So yarn over, go into the ring and place 1 double crochet. So that's 1. Then I'll place a second double crochet. Then a third double crochet, which I'll not complete with that yarn, but with the peach. So I'm working with peach and brown. So now with the peach, I'll complete the third double crochet like that. And now I'm going to work another 3 double crochets with the peach. So this is 1, then I'm going to have the second double crochet, and then I'll work the third double crochet, but I'll not complete it with the peach color. I'll put it aside and pull up the brown to complete the third double crochet with it. Then work another 3 double crochets with the brown into the ring. So that's 1. Then we're going to have 2. As you can see, I'm working over all the ends. And then for the third one, of course, we do not complete. We're going to complete it with the other color, which is the peach. And now I have a total of 12 double crochets. I'm going to get the peach side of the shorter end and pull it to close up that gap. Then I'll pull up the brown yarn on top and slip stitch into the first double crochet that I did. So into that double crochet, make sure that the brown yarn is on top, then slip stitch with the peach. And there we have our first round. Then we're going to chain 2. The chain 2, remember, is not a double crochet. And then into that first stitch where the chain is, we're going to place 2 double crochets, 1 and 2. The next double crochet will also get 2 double crochets. Make sure that you're working over the brown yarn. Do not leave it behind because we are carrying it along. So work 2 double crochets into the next stitch. Into the third stitch, we're going to work 2 double crochets, but we will not complete the second one. So place 1 double crochet into that third stitch, and then place another double crochet which is incomplete, which you're going to complete using the brown yarn. So like that. So I bring the peach to this side, pull up the brown and complete that stitch. Then I'm going to work over the peach yarn using the brown. Into the next stitch, I'm going to place 2 double crochets. So that's 1 and 2 into the same stitch. So all the stitches in round 2 are getting 2 double crochets. Then the next stitch will get 2 double crochets. So that's 1 and 2. The next stitch will also get 2 double crochets, but we're not going to complete the second one. So that's 1 and then the second one, which is just yarn over, pull through 2, put the yarn aside, pick up the other one and complete the double crochet with it. Now work over the brown with the peach. Then we're going to repeat this to the end of round 2. I'm at the end of round 2 and I'm working the last double crochet without completing it with the brown. Then I'll pick up the peach and pull through then slip stitch on top of the first double crochet and pull up the brown. Make sure it's on top as you slip stitch. So there we have round 2 done. Next we're going to work round 3, and we're going to start by chaining 2, then back into that stitch with 1 double crochet. Then the second stitch will get 2 double crochets. So into the next stitch, place 2 double crochets. So that's 1 and 2. The third stitch will get 1 double crochet, and remember we are working over the brown yarn. The next one will get 2 double crochets. So basically in round 3 we are alternating between 1 double crochet and 2 double crochets. I'll keep going with the alternate stitches until I get to the last stitch that has the pitch. So we have 1 double crochet, the next one gets 2 double crochets, but I'm not going to complete that last double crochet because I'll pick up the brown and work with it in the next patch, which we're going to have 1 double crochet into the first stitch, then 2 double crochets into the next, then that's 2, then 1 double crochet into the next stitch, and 2 double crochets into the next, one double crochet next, then 2 double crochets, and this is the last stitch of the brown, so we're not going to complete the very last stitch. We're going to complete it using the peach yarn so that we can change into peach. And then the next stitch will have 1 double crochet because the previous one had 2. And we keep repeating this pattern to the end of round 3, and I'll meet you at the end to show you what to do next. I'm at the end of round 3, and the last stitch will get 2 double crochets. And because I'm done with 3 rows, I'll complete the last stitch with the brown. I'll not need to change to peach because I want to change the colors now. I'll be changing every 3 rows. So now I'll slip stitch into the first double crochet with the brown yarn, making sure that the peach is on top, slip stitch like that. So we have 3 rounds. Every square or every checkered square will have 3 rows. So I'm going to chain 2, begin with 1 double crochet in the very first stitch. Make sure that I'm working over the other yarn. Then the next stitch will get 1 double crochet, and the next one will get 2 double crochets. So previously we had 1 double crochet, then 2 double crochets. Now we're going to have 1 1 2 1 1 2. So the next stitch will get 1 double crochet, and the next one will also get 1 double crochet. Now I need to count my stitches and make sure that there are 6. So that's my 6th, and I want to change the color on the 6th stitch. So instead of completing with the brown, I'll complete with the peach, like that. And the next stitch is supposed to get 2 double crochets because I've already worked 1 and 2. So now we're going to have 1 and 2 double crochets into the same stitch. The next one will get 1 double crochet, and the next one will get 1 double crochet. Then those are 4 double crochets. The next stitch is supposed to get 2 double crochets, but I'll not complete the second double crochet with a peach. So I'll place 1, then the second one is incomplete, put down the peach, pull up the brown, and complete that double crochet. So we have those 2 double crochets there. So that means the next stitch will get just 1 double crochet, and the next one will also get 1 double crochet, then 2 double crochets next, 1 and 2 in the same stitch. Those are 4 stitches. Then we're going to have 1 double crochet into the next stitch, which is 5, then 1 double crochet into the next stitch, which is going to be incomplete. Then we pull up the peach, change the color, and work 2 double crochets next, because previously we worked 1 double crochet and another double crochet. So this one is going to get 2 double crochets. So that's 1 and 2. The next stitch will get 1 double crochet. The next one will get 1 double crochet. Those are 4 stitches. So we're going to have 2 double crochets next, and 1 will be incomplete, the last one. So incomplete, then pull up the brown and complete it with it, like that. So this is a pattern that we're going to repeat all the way to the end of round 4. So next stitch we'll get 1 double crochet. The next one will get 1 double crochet. The next one will get 2 double crochets. Then next we'll have 1 double crochet. And then the next one will get 1 double crochet, which is the 6th stitch. And so I'll not complete it with the brown. I'll put the brown aside and pick up the peach. Then the next stitch will be 2 double crochets into the same stitch. So keep alternating between 1 double crochet, 2 stitches with each with 1 double crochet, then followed by 2 double crochets, and keep changing the colors the way we've been doing till you get to the end of round 4, and I'll meet you there. I'm at the end of round 4, and I'm doing my last stitch with the peach, but then changing into brown as I complete that stitch, and then slip stitch on top of the first double crochet to complete the round. And this is what we have so far. Next, I'll chain 2 with the brown, of course. So chain 2 and go back into that first stitch with a double crochet, and here we're going to have a total of 3 double crochets before increasing. So that's 1, then 2, and 3, and then the 4th stitch will get 2 double crochets. So that's 1 and 2. The next one will get 1 double crochet, a total of 3 stitches. So that's, we're going to have 1, and this is the last brown, which is the second, so I'm changing into peach. So that's 2. So when I get the peach, I'll work the third double crochet without an increase. And then next we're going to have the increase, 2 double crochets into the same stitch. 1 and 2 into the same stitch. Then we're going to have a total of 3 stitches, each getting 1 double crochet. So that's 1. Then the next one will get 2. We'll get 1 still, sorry. Then the third stitch will get another 1 double crochet. Then the next one gets 2 double crochets, which is the increase, but we need to change from peach to brown as we complete the second one. So pull up the brown and now continue with the pattern all the way round. So after the 3 rounds, when I measure these, the diameter of the crown, it gets me to 5, and this is enough to work the crown for a size. Let's confirm from our measurements. The 5 is for a size 6 to 12 months. So if you're working 6 to 12 months, you're going to stop increasing your crown at the third row. And then after that, you can start working the main part to get the height of the heart. So I'll keep going because I'm working my heart in size large. I've already changed to brown. The next stitch is getting 1 double crochet. The next one is getting just 1 double crochet. And the next one is also getting just 1 double crochet. But the other one will get 2 double crochets. So we're having 3 double crochets before we increase. So then the next stitch gets 1 double crochet, and the last stitch of the brown gets 1 double crochet, which is incomplete, which you're going to complete with the peach. So pull up the peach yarn and complete that double crochet. Keep working over the brown. The next stitch will get just 1 double crochet to make 3 double crochets with 1 double crochet each. Then the next one will be an increase, and therefore it will get 2 double crochets into the same stitch. So that's 1 and 2. Then the next 3 stitches will each get 1 double crochet. So that is 1, then we have 2, and we have 3. Then the last stitch gets 2 double crochets. The last one will complete it with the brown. Now keep going till you get to the end of round 4, and I'll meet you there. I'm in the last stitch of that round, and that last stitch is getting 2 double crochets, but the second double crochet we do not complete it with the peach, we complete it with the brown. Then slip stitch on top of the brown, the first double crochet that we did over there, and we're done with round 4. We're going to get the measuring tape and measure the crown, see whether we are approaching the length of the crown that we want. Mine is at 6 centimeters right now, and I want to get to 7 centimeters. Now for the 6 centimeters, this is a size for a toddler to a child. So if you're working for a hat for a toddler or a child, you can stop here and work the other part. But I need to continue increasing because I want to get to 7 inches. So chain 2, begin in the very first stitch with 1 double crochet. So previously we had 3 double crochets. Now we're going to have 4. So this is the second. Then we're going to have the third and the fourth before increasing. So those are 4 double crochets, 1 into every stitch. Then the 5th stitch will get 2 double crochets. So that's 1 and 2, which is incomplete. Yeah, 2. It's not incomplete, it should be complete. Then the next stitch will be 1 double crochet. The next one is 1 double crochet, which is incomplete because we're completing it with the pitch. So pull up the pitch and complete that double crochet, and that is the first. With the pitch, we're going to get our second double crochet. Then we're going to have the third double crochet, then the fourth, actually the previous one was the fourth, so this is an increase. This is an increase stitch. So next we're going to have 4 double crochets, 1 into the next 4 stitches. So that's 1, then 2, then 3 and 4. Then we increase in the last stitch, we place 2 double crochets there. So that's 1 and 2. And we do not complete the last stitch because we are changing colors into brown. Then we're going to repeat that pattern all the way around. So the next 4 stitches will each get 1 double crochet. Then the stitch that will follow after that will get 2. So that's 1. I'll show you one more time. Then we have 2. Then we have 3. And then 4. And then increase. So 2 double crochets into the same stitch. So 1 and 2. Then we should have 4 double crochets next, 1 into each stitch, and this is the first. Then this is the second, and that is where we're going to change into the other color. So this is the second double crochet. The stitch that follows will be the third double crochet in color peach though. So 3, and then the other one will be the fourth, which leads us to an increase in the next stitch. So 2 double crochets into that other stitch, 1 and 2, then 1 double crochet into each of the next 4 stitches. So that's 1, 2, then 3 and 4. The stitch that follows will get 2 double crochets, and because we are changing the color at that point, we're not completing the second stitch, we'll complete it with the brown. Now I'll keep going to the end of round 5, then I'll meet you there to show you what to do next. This is actually round 6 and not round 5 as I had mentioned before. And I'm coming to the end, and because I'm done with 3 rows, I'll slip stitch with a pitch without changing the color, as you can see. Then I'll chain 2, and we have the 6 rounds ready. And at this point I should be at 7 inches, or at least approaching the 7 inches in the diameter of my crown. Yeah, we are at 7 over there. So we're done with the crown, and that gives us the adult size. And now we can change to the next part of our hat, which will be working the length now, and we're going to work in the back loop. So starting in the back loop of the first stitch, I'm not sure if you can see it over there, inside the hook, and pull up a loop and work a double crochet into the next stitch. In the back loop, place 1 double crochet. This is round 7 of our hat, and it has no increase, so we're just going to work 1 double crochet into every stitch. We're going to work a total of 6 stitches before changing the color. So that's my 5th, then this is the 6th, which I'll do without completing. Then pull up the brown color and change into it. So that's 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. Then for the next 6 stitches, I'll work with the brown in the back loops of each of the stitches. So that's 1, then 2, then we have 3, 4, then we have 5 and 6. Do not complete with the brown, pick up the peach and complete with it. Then again work a total of 6 stitches. Remember, we are working in the back loop only, so I'm going to do a total of 6 stitches with the peach and then change to brown again. So that's 1, 2, then we have 3, 4, 5, and then we have the 6th, which will be incomplete. Drop the peach, pick up the brown, and again work a total of 6 with the brown, then change to peach. Make sure that you're working the back loops and keep going to the end of round 7. I'll meet you there. I'm coming to the end of round 7, as you can see, and I'm working the last 6 stitches with the brown yarn. And when I get to the 6th, I'll drop the brown and pick up the peach to complete with it, then slip stitch onto the first double crochet that we did. Make sure that the brown yarn is on top, and this is what we have now. The heart has started curving in. Then we're going to work around 8. Start by chaining 2, and in this round we're going to work in both loops, just like we did when we were working the crown. And we're going to do a total of 6 double crochets with the peach and then change at the 6th. So this row is quite simple. So, and row 8 and 9 are going to be the same. So we have 1 double crochet into every stitch till we get to the 6th stitch, and then drop the peach, pick up the brown, and work a total of 6 double crochets into the next 6 stitches, 1 into each of the stitches, until we get to the end of the brown. Then we're going to drop the brown and pick up the peach and keep going for a total of 6 double crochets all the way around till we get to the end of round 8. So I'll keep going with this round, and I'll meet you at the end of this round to show you how to begin the next round, which is basically the same as this one. Like I've mentioned, I'm in round 8, so I'll work round 8 to the end, and then I'll also work round 9 the same exact way, because we want a total of 3 rows in each of the colors. So we are in the second row with the colors. So in round 9 is when we'll have completed the third round. I'm coming to the end of round 8, as you can see, and my last stitch we changing into peach, and then completing in the first double crochet with a slip stitch as usual. So slip stitch right there, and then chain 2 to begin round 9. Go back into that stitch with 1 double crochet, and then we're going to work a total of 6 double crochets before changing into the brown. So like I mentioned before, this row is completely the same as the previous row, so I'll just go on, work it off camera, and then come back to show you what to do with the next row. I'm at the end of round 9, and I'm going to complete with the brown because I'm done with the 3 rounds. So slip stitch on top of the first double crochet with the brown, so that we begin the next round with it. Chain 2, go back into that stitch with a double crochet. Then I'm going to do a total of 6 double crochets before changing the color to peach on the 6th stitch. So that's the third. Then we have the 4th, the 5th, and the 6th. Change the color at that point, then go on to work another 6 stitches with the peach, and then change to brown and keep going all the way around. So I'm in round 10. I'm going to work round 10, 11, and 12. Then once I'm done with the 12 rounds, I'll be back and we're going to do something different. So these next rounds, the next 3 rounds, we're going to be changing the color at the end of each round, because we want to work 3 rounds in each of the colors like we've done previously. So let's keep going to the end of the 12th round. I'm done with the 3 rounds, which gets me to round 12. And to complete round 12, we're going to work with the peach. We're not changing the color because the 3 rounds are done and we want to change to peach over the brown. Then chain 2, and now this is what we have. Our heart is taking shape. The length should be 9 inches, but it can be between 7 to 9. If you try it on your head and you feel satisfied with the length, you do not have to do an extra round. Mine is at about 7.5 inches and I've already tried it on and it fits perfectly. So now what we need to do is the brim of the heart. We're going to begin after chaining the 2. I've already chained 2 actually, and we're going to begin by checking the number of stitches that we had done just before we stopped increasing, and there were 4 stitches. So with the brim we're going to start with 5 and we are working in the front loop. Remember, when you wanted the heart to fold in, we worked in the back loop. When you want it to fold outside, we work in the front loop. And we're going to work a total of 5. If your last increase was after every 3 stitches, here you're going to work 4. Mine was after 4, so here I'm going to work a total of 5. So this is the 3rd stitch in the front loop. Then we're going to have the 4th. Make sure you're working over your yarn, and then the 5th. So basically we're increasing in the last stitch of our squares. So this is the 6th stitch, and after the increase we're going to pull up the brown before we complete the second double crochet at the increase. Then we're going to work a total of 5 double crochets in the front loops. So that's 1, then we have 2, and then we have the 3rd one in the front loop. I hope you can see how we work in the front loops. So that's 3, then we have 4, then the next one is 5, and the next one is an increase, 2 double crochets into that stitch, but we're not going to complete the second stitch. Sorry, I've completed that. I'm not supposed to complete, so I'm supposed to complete the second double crochet of the increase with the peach. So drop the brown and pick up the peach to complete with it, and begin working a total of 5 double crochets. 1, 2, make sure that you're working in the front loop only. So that's 3, and then we have 4, then 5, and increase 1, and then don't complete the second one. Drop the peach, pull up the brown, complete with it, and now keep going with this pattern to the end of round. This is round 13. Yeah, round 13. And I'll meet you at the end of round 13 to show you how to complete it and begin round 14. I'm at the end of round 13 and I'm just changing into peach after increasing in the last stitch, then slip stitch on both loops of the first double crochet, then chain 2, and in this round, which is round 14, we're going to work in the both loops a total of 6 double crochets. So previously we've done 5, now we're going to do 6 before increasing. So I'm working my 6 double crochets, 1 into each of the stitches. Then in the next stitch we're going to place 2 double crochets. So 1, and the second one we don't complete with the pitch, we drop it and pick up the brown. Then again we start with 1 double crochet into the both loops for a total of 6. So that's 1, then we have 2, and the next one, that's 3 double crochets, then 4, then we have 5, and the 6th one. So that's 6, and the next stitch is an increase, so 2 double crochets into the same stitch. Make sure that you don't complete the second one. So that's 1, and for the second one we drop the brown and pick up the peach. Then continue with the pattern to the end of round 14. I'll meet you at the end to show you how to begin round 15. At the end we increase and then change the color, then slip stitch on top of the first double crochet. Make sure that you're carrying along your other yarn, slip stitch, chain 2 to begin round 15. Begin with 1 double crochet into that first stitch. Then we're going to work a total of 7 double crochets before increasing and changing the color. So this is 3, then we have 4, then we have 5, then 6 and 7. Then in the next stitch we place 2 double crochets. That's 1, the second one will be incomplete. Drop the peach, pick up the brown, complete that double crochet with it. Then again work a total of 7 double crochets with the brown and increase after the 7. So you already know the drill. Repeat the pattern to the end of round 15, and I'll show you how to complete round 15 when you come to the end. I'm going to complete my round off camera and meet you at the very end. At the end of round 15, we've completed the 3 rounds, so I don't need to change the color. I'll complete with the brown and slip stitch with it on top of the peach. Then chain 2, go back into the first stitch with a double crochet, and now I'm going to do a total of 8 double crochets. So this is 2, then we have 3, and then we have 4 double crochets, 5, 6, 7, 8, then increase in the 9th one. So in that last stitch, place 2 double crochets, 1 and 2. Before completing the second one, we drop the brown and pick up the peach. Make sure that your yarns are not twisted. So pick up the peach and complete the double crochet with it. Then the next stitch gets 1 double crochet, then the next one 1 double crochet, a total of 8 double crochets before increasing. So keep going all the way round till you get to the end of round 6. You already know round 16. You already know how to change the colors, and make sure that you're increasing after every 8 double crochets. Then after the increase, you change the color. So now I'll do round 16 and round 17 and I'll be done with my heart. You can actually be done at round 16. If you don't want your brim too long, you can end at round 16. I want mine a little bit extended, so I'll go up to round 17. So let me do the 2 rounds. So because round 16 we're increasing at the after 8 double crochets, in round 17 we'll increase after 9 double crochets. Let me do that, then come back. I'm coming to the end of round 17 and I'll just slip stitch into the first double crochet, then I'll chain 1 and cut off the 2 yarns at that point. Then I'll pull through and fasten, and now I'll get the darning needle and weave in those 2 ends over there. Then I'll also weave in the ends in the middle of the heart. After weaving in all the ends, I'm done with my bucket hat, and this is how it looks like. As you can see, I've done a total of 5 rows in the brim, but you can actually do 4 instead of 5. And there we have our hat completely done. So thank you so much for sticking around to the end of the tutorial. If you've enjoyed it, kindly leave a like, comment, share. Don't forget to subscribe and give us ideas of what you think we should do in the next tutorials, and see you in the next one.